Forbes is saying that the FBI is issuing a serious crypto warning. Is that actually true, or are they spreading FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt? Well, in this video, we're going to discuss what is happening in the markets right now and discuss the sell-off. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking that it's over for the markets, but is that actually true? We're going to take a look at the charts and we'll dive into a lot of facts. And in this video, we're also going to be discussing Circle secures EU stablecoin license as MiCA crypto regulations take effect. We'll also be discussing the fact that a bill to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve and other programs to ensure the transparent management of Bitcoin holdings of the federal government, the real-time SOM rule recession indicator. I'm also going to jump over to my bookmarks over on Twitter so we can take a look. We got some flaky news. We'll be handling that. Some really big marketing information that just got launched. Also, in relation to what we're talking about, are the markets actually crashing? Is the world coming to an end? We're going to jump into this here. Huge guide for stock market sell-offs and how it translates over to us in the crypto economy. And some Ripple news. The protocol was chosen one from the beginning. Grab a pen and paper. We are going to have an awesome video for you today. If you are going to be the first millionaire in your family tree, let us know by confirming by smashing that subscribe button down below. And if you're feeling bullish and you're feeling blessed, let us know by commenting down below 777 in the comment section. Please note that the opinions in this video are for informational and educational purposes only and do not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. All investments, including cryptocurrencies, carry risks of potential losses, and always do your own research and consult a licensed financial advisor. We are not financial advisors, and relying on our content for financial decisions is at your own risk. By watching, you agree that we are not responsible for any losses or damages, and we do not guarantee specific results or outcomes. Some links below may be affiliate links, and we earn commissions, which helps support value-based videos like this. And then we also hold positions in some discussed cryptocurrencies because we only talk about what we believe in. However, this should not be interpreted as a recommendation for you to do the same. With that being said, let's dive right into the video. So we're taking a look here. First and foremost, we're over here at the XRP weekly charts, and we're going to dive deep into XRP and Bitcoin real quick in the beginning so we can understand what is going on in this market crash. So as we know, on the weekly charts, we currently have 1 day and 5 hours left. We can see that weekly dip has now come down to our moving averages. Our red moving average is the 50 exponential. The yellow is the 30 exponential. And we have now an updated orange line, and that is the 10 exponential moving average. All of our exponential moving averages are about to converge, and price has dipped down into that moving average convergence. Now, as we were talking, for the last several days, we do still have this fair value gap to the downside on the weekly charts that has not been filled. We did have this fair value gap right here because of this candle that was filled already this week. And we do have that moving, that momentum to the downside in the markets. But will it stop at the moving averages? We will find out next week. Bitcoin, much more bullish scenario because of that 10 exponential moving average has been above the 50 and 30. As we can see, Bitcoin has come down right to that 30 exponential moving average, has not broken below there yet. We'll keep a very close eye on that. If that does fail, there is potential of it coming back into that weekly 50 exponential moving average at that 53,000. A lot of people are calling for a $40,000 mark. You can also see there is these lines on my chart. Got them from CryptoFace. He calls them the spider lines. And we are on our way back to potentially retesting the spider line, which we've seen in the past. It has been an extreme resistance, then turned to support, which was nice. Support a second time. Will we be potentially testing that again? We can see on Bitcoin right now on the weekly, that 50 exponential moving average. If we have a couple of slow weeks to the downside, nothing like a rip like we did last week, could come converge at the exact same time that the 50 exponential moving average hits here as well. Could those be the resistance that we need where it does then move back to the upside? We'll do a deeper dive in the charts here shortly, but let's jump into the news. Circle secures EU stablecoin license as MiCA crypto regulations take effect. And you may be wondering, well, I'm in California, but I'm in the United States. Why does this matter? Why would I care if the EU has a license for a stablecoin now? Well, the great thing about it is we're noticing worldwide crypto adoption, and that is the main thing that is important, right? So we do know that Circle USDC, very, very valuable, very, very popular stable coin for people when they're exiting the market right now. Some people are deciding to sell off their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, their XRP. Where do those people go? They usually don't sell it for cash. A lot of times they'll exit out of crypto into a stable coin and hold it as dry powder for when they want to move into their next trade. Well, if EU is moving forward with stablecoin regulation, Circle has now obtained the electronic money institution license from France's Banking Regulatory Authority. Circle co-founder Jeremy Allaire says, since our founding, Circle has sought to build durable, compliant, and well-regulated infrastructure for stablecoins and our adherence to MiCA, which represents one of the most comprehensive crypto regulatory regimes in the world, is a huge milestone in bringing digital currency into mainstream scale and acceptance. This compliance allows Circle to issue both USDC and EURC stablecoins in the European market, which are respectively pegged to the US dollar and the euro. The company has launched Circle Mint for business customers in Europe, providing access to mint and redeem these stablecoins. USDC is currently the second largest stablecoin in the market compared to Tether, USDC having a $3.2 billion market cap at present. And of course, that's compared to USDT, which is at $112 billion market cap. USDT has more than 6 times the trading volume over the past 24 hours per data from CoinGecko. So great news. We do have more adaptation of crypto, legal crypto across the world. And speaking of adaptation of crypto worldwide, we do have the new U.S. Strategic Reserve Bitcoin bill. This was officially introduced by Senator Loomis, Cynthia Loomis, out of Wyoming, and it was introduced on July 31st. And you can simply follow along with this over at congress.gov, and you can type in their search bar, Bitcoin. And as we can see here right now, the current tracking status is introduced. Next, we will then have passed the Senate, passed the House to the president, and then officially becoming law. Now, under this current regime in the United States, will this actually happen? Only time will tell. We currently are in a lame duck scenario with the presidential, but we do know that Trump has already said that he wants this to move forward. He wants to set up some sort of Bitcoin strategic reserve. I mean, he even just said recently that he wants to pay our $35 trillion in government debt with Bitcoin. Now, a lot of people are hating on that. If you go over to crypto Twitter, they're really upset because they think that that would, obviously crash the market. But in reality, we would first have to be at $35 trillion market cap to even get there. So currently we're only sitting at 1.188 trillion. So there would be huge, huge amounts of money that would need to come into Bitcoin before then. So let me know down in the comments, do you think that this bill for Bitcoin to really become strategic reserve is a reality? Or, I mean, as we've seen with our community, XRP, we believe XRP will one day surpass Bitcoin. So would we then need a XRP strategic reserve? We will continue to keep an eye on the markets total. So, of course, we'll be tracking Bitcoin. We'll be tracking XRP, as we can see, currently sitting in the 7th spot, 5th if you remove stable coins. And just for some fun math, if you did it this way, and we took a look at what is $35 trillion. So let's say that the market cap got the $35 trillion and there was a circulating supply of 21 million Bitcoin. What would that price of each Bitcoin be? How about each Bitcoin being worth $1,666,666? Moving over to the real-time SAM rule recession indicator, and this is big because for the first time, it has hit an indication that we could be headed to a recession. And as we can see here, this is a monthly report. The SAM recession indicator signals the start of a recession when 3-month moving average of the national unemployment rate rises above 0.50. And this indicator is based on real-time data, that is the unemployment rate. and the recent history of the unemployment rates that were available in a given month. The BLS revises the unemployment rate each year at the beginning of January when the December unemployment rate from the prior year is published. Revisions to the seasonal factors can affect estimates in recent years. Otherwise, the unemployment rate doesn't revise. Now, you may be thinking, what does this matter? Well, we have seen recently people are starting to get fears of a recession in the market. The actual stock market, the indices market are starting to come down a little bit. And the reason why I wanted to show you this is because it's starting to get, become a pretty big deal. People are talking about it. Well, as we can see here, if we look at this chart and we go to today's exact date, so this is giving us July of 2024, it finally hit that 0.5 number. It's currently sitting at 0.53. Now, we have been significantly higher than that in the past. The last peak was in July of 2020. So 4 years ago, it's showing an 8.0. This is obviously a report coming from the Federal Reserve Bank's website. You can go check this out. And what's interesting is we have seen fears. The news is spreading fear. We have the crypto markets. We have the stock market. We have the indices market showing fear. People are selling off. Are they just taking profits, though, because we are getting those new all-time highs? And we got to think about it. S&P 500, new all-time highs. The NASDAQ 100, new all-time highs. The Dow Jones near new all-time, well, they've been at new all-time highs, but even prior to this recent crash, it was on its way to new all-time highs again. Bitcoin just recently hitting new all-time highs. And we know, obviously, Bitcoin rules the market currently when it comes to crypto. And so that is the leading indicator when it comes to crypto. We ultimately, as fans over here at the channel, would love to see XRP be up there. But we know that XRP has been purposely manipulated to the downside, artificially manipulated to the downside, whatever you want to call it. But patience is king in these markets. Before we dive over into our top headline story about the FBI issuing the warning about crypto, let's jump over here now to the bookmark section that I've found relevant information for us. And you can also follow me on Twitter if you would like, at Real Win with Ryan, at Real Win with Ryan. So the first and foremost, the most important thing I saw here, which was great for some of those low cap gyms, we've got Dear Vikings from Flaky. Flaky will be giving an announcement on August 5th at 2 p.m. The venue is going to be the Flaky X Spaces. You can set a reminder for that, so that way you can go find out what is the marketing announcement. Also from Flaky as well, listen to this. Saber Ethereum speaking, baby, and guess what? We are coming. The big paper is on the table. Pay attention to the sign. Buy Flaky, buy token, because the show is about to start. Obviously not financial advice on this channel, but let's take a listen to what they had to say.
Transparent and blunt here. We have the experience of crashing severely through a bear market. And believe me when I tell you that we are about to switch it up a few notches. So much so that all these pretenders will be quaking for what's to come. Because this, by the way, which is a huge activation, is the tip. Is only the tip, baby. You're about to see activations ignited that you have seen from no other meme. In fact, outside of the exchanges, no other cryptocurrency in the volume that we're going to be bringing it at in the next few weeks and months. And that's a promise. So pay attention, because that mind share is coming back to the big boy. And they know it. And guess what? I know it. Because whenever they have activations signed, I see it. Because who set the precedents that you see today from other memes? Loki. Why? Because the blueprint laid out, they can thank us for it. And that's a fact. And I will take a spaces with anyone in this space if they want to pretend otherwise. Because guess what, baby? I have that paperwork on my desk. And we're coming. That's a promise. But listen, all of you people here, you want to change your lives. And that's why we're here. We don't need to be here. That's the point. And you know the fakers from the real ones. You all know. I don't have to fucking speak. You all know. And if you want to change your lives, you need to pay attention. And you need to move off that fucking table or that chair. Pay attention. Because the business end is here. It's coming. And I spoke about this last year. Pay attention.
So a very fired up Saber Ethereum talking about his marketing campaign coming up. And again, on the Monday, August 5th, you can follow along there. They want to show you guys this as well. So some of you guys freaking out a little bit too much, but here's a guide to the stock market sell-offs. A pullback would be considered a 5 to 10%. 1 month usually it takes, with an equal recovery time. A correction of 10 to 20% usually takes about 4 months with an equal recovery time. But the scary part really is here. The crash of 20 to 50% could take 11 to 12 or 23 months, up to 5 years of recovery time. So just realize that S&P has had a pretty severe drop, but it was only 5% from the record high. So let's keep that in mind. Also found this video really interesting, so let's take a listen to this one.
Gotten into that, but we've just seen a huge meltdown over the past 12, 15 months. Are you still a believer? So if we'd been sitting here together in 2002, we probably were. You would have asked me, the internet. We've just seen this huge meltdown in the last 12 to 15 months. Are you still a believer? Right? Yep. And so the answer is yes. Now the digital currency solution is the most important technological advance I've seen since the internet. It has the capacity to do lots more, but it certainly has the capacity to enable us to move anything of value around the world at the speed of light at no cost. It has 3 components. It has a token of value, which is called the Bitcoin. It has a accounting mechanism, which is called the blockchain. But the most important piece, which is one that people aren't focusing on, is the protocol. The underlying protocol by which we agree to conduct these transactions. So you use a series of protocols every day, and you don't even think about it. You don't think about the internet protocol. You don't think about the simple mail technology protocol. You don't think about the file transfer protocol. You don't think about the high text translation protocol. I go through, right? You just make use of the technology, and the protocols make it work. The people who really understand what's going on with digital currencies understand that putting these protocols in place, the blockchain protocol, the Ethereum protocol, the Ripple protocol, the Ripple protocol, the Ripple protocol, and then enabling those protocols to cause transactions to occur. And those transactions can be defined very broadly as not just moving things of value, but anything that's got an information content is extraordinarily transformative. The focus on the value of the token is distracting and uninformative.
So is tracking the price distracting and uninformative, and we just got to be patient while this thing goes to the moon over the next several years? Just in 288 million leverage crypto positions liquidated in 24 hours. Obviously, if you're out there playing with leverage, be very, very careful. You better know what you're doing. And this video right here, this was my favorite video I've seen on the internet in the last couple of days. Now, I know this is actually pretty funny, right? He's sitting there spraying nothing. But at the same time, you may want to think of this as a positive thing, because he's manifesting the fact that he will one day have his Porsche GT3, because I know that one day when XRP goes to the moon, a Porsche GT3 is definitely on my shopping list. FBI serious crypto warning amid $300 billion Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, and XRP crash. The Bitcoin price has dropped towards $60,000 after touching 70 last week. Other cryptos, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, also dropped, wiping out a combined $300 billion worth of crypto since the start of July. And as traders do brace for Donald Trump's new Bitcoin movement, the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation has issued a serious crypto warning from attempts by scammers to steal users' funds. And this is major because it's not some simple, easy scam. This is people representing themselves as the actual exchanges calling you and trying to trick you out of your money. So the FBI is warning scammers impersonating cryptocurrency exchanges to steal your money. The Domestic Intelligence Service posted on X, if you have been a victim of this scam, report the activity associated with it. And they go on to say here, if you did receive a call from these fraudsters, do not respond. Even if it appears that they're the official person, what you need to do is call the actual exchange. So they want you to hang up the phone, call the cryptocurrency exchange, and let them know exactly what's going on. You need to verify with the actual exchange if there's a problem. Do not let the person on the phone convince you that they are the actual exchange. So going back to the beginning of this video when we talked about it, is this FUD? Is Forbes trying to scare people in the crypto market? Well, it also, as you can see right here on top of their page, they have an advertisement right now for iShares Ethereum Trust. So they're obviously promoting, they're allowing advertising on their page for crypto, but at the same time, they are posting extreme FUD, right? This is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, trying to get people, normal people, to sell their crypto while their buddies, the institutions, gobble it all up at lower prices. So this is, in my personal opinion, a whole bunch of FUD. And if you've been in crypto for more than 5 minutes, and if you've been on Discord or in Telegram, you know that there are scammers about, right? They're everywhere. So you need to be very diligent with your crypto. If you're new to the crypto industry, make sure you reach out to your friend who got you involved or anybody like that to help educate you on the scams that are out there to try to suck your money away. The most prolific people that I follow on Twitter when it comes to crypto, they've had their wallets drained. You never, ever give away your passwords. You never give away information. So right now, FBI is telling people to watch out for these scammers that are calling you, acting as an actual exchange when they're not the exchange. Do not ever give over your information. Do not give in your login. Do not give in your password. Do not give over any of your private keys. Do not give over your wallet information to anyone unless you trust them and they're a reputable person. So one way that myself and a lot of my friends and a lot of the team here at Bull Runners are utilizing is discover how to earn more crypto in less than 10 minutes per day with the first XRP game. So if you click the link down in the description below, the very first link, bullrunners.com/cryptoland, it'll bring you right here to this page, which is a video explaining exactly how to play and earn the game. You just simply click get started. It's going to take you over here, and all you have to do is fill out the page and get started today. Also on this page, some of you guys might not even have an XRP wallet yet, but there's a Zomin wallet that you'll need to be able to play the game. And then it also tells you exactly how to get your game pieces and how to play the game right here. And as we can see right here over on xrpl.to under the gaming section, CryptoLand, crypto is the name of the token for in-game token. It is currently up 14.99% this week, currently sitting at $105 per token. And those are redeemable for real XRP. The market cap still sitting at a very reasonable $2.5 million. So it is early for the game, and we're getting in potentially early. For those of you that want to play, let us know down in the comments section. In the description, you can get started with us.